Good morning, friends. Welcome back to another vlog. Today is our third day of our homeschool break this April, and yeah, I've been having a really good week so far. My list has not been unmanageable at all. I've been getting everything done that I've wanted to get done, which is a little strange to me because typically I go into a week off like this, a week off from homeschooling with a huge list. And I didn't make that list ahead of time. Well, that's not true. I do have some big things that I'm trying to work on for spring cleaning and stuff. Like yesterday, I washed all the windows and the baseboards and the windowsills. And on Monday, I did all of the floors and rugs and such. So I am getting the stuff done, but I'm finding that in the afternoons, I have a lot of downtime for my more thinking related tasks, which is homeschool planning, which is evaluating our homeschool year, looking into dual enrollment stuff for Emma, working on my goals stuff, coming up with some other lists. Like yesterday, I worked on a morning basket loop and a legacy loop, working on my rhythms goal and then my legacy goal. They're not final. It was just a first pass through, and in fact, I probably should have just written things down on scrap paper instead of the lists that I made that I had printed out from Goal School, but that's fine. It's sunny today, but it's super windy outside, so I don't know how much time I'm going to spend outside. The past couple of days have been warmish, like high 50s, low 60s, which isn't super warm, but it is to my main body. And so I've been spending the time in the afternoons outside doing those thinking, research type tasks. So I've done my plan for the day, and it seemed pretty short when I was writing it out. I mainly want to work on my entryway and my entryway closet. I'd like to get the magazines sorted. This is something I think I've talked about in another vlog recently, that I want to go through all of my old magazines and pull out the things that I actually want to keep. I only have magazines that have things that I want to keep in them, but I'd like to pare that down and then put that information in my home management binder more organized. So I have like a recipe section, I have like a knitting section, I have a homeschool inspiration section or homeschool activities section, all of that kind of stuff. Just to pare down on the things that I have in my office closet. I also want to put my morning basket together, and I need to pack up my old planners because the basket that I want to use is that gray basket down there. It has all of my old planners in it. I want to do a quick tidy of the basement, and I don't know how quick that's going to be because my basement is a disaster right now. I also want to do another goals check-in. I did one on Monday, and I'm feeling good about things. I just wanted to go through my quarterly action plans to see if there were things on those action plans that I could fit into this week, knowing that my focus was spring cleaning and kind of wrapping up our homeschool year. So I'd like to do that. That doesn't take me very long. It takes like 5 minutes. And then if I have time, I want to work on the books in the kids' bedrooms, getting those sorted and organized. Jack especially has a bunch of books that he doesn't even use or need in his room, but I don't have a place to put them downstairs, but they are books that I want to keep. So I'm not really sure what to do with those. I have to think about it. Emma's room does have a shelf all along the top of her room, and I'm planning to put all of her extra books up there, books that we want to keep. My mom's Nancy Drew books are there. I'd like to put my old Mandy books there and some of my older books, because I don't want them accessible to kids when they come over because they're very old. I have books from my mom's childhood, books from my childhood that Emma has read, and I know eventually Lucy will read, so I think I want to keep them up there. But the books in Jack's room, I just don't know. He's got some random Lego books. He's got some random summer readers that he's already read and is not planning to reread at the moment, but again, I need to keep those for Lucy. So I don't know how much I will get done up there, but that is also on my list because it's so windy today, so I don't know if I will spend any time outside, and I don't really have anything that I need to work on that's sitting down and writing besides homeschool stuff, which there's always homeschool stuff to do. I can always be updating transcripts or writing course descriptions or compiling book lists or whatever. There's always something to be done there. But right now it is, what time is it? 20 past 8. Emma and Lucy are awake. Emma just woke up. She's still really not sounding good. And I actually woke up super congested, could be allergies, I could be coming down with something. I've been really congested for the past few days, but it tends to go away as I get up and drink my coffee and move around some. So after I take a shower and stuff, and I've been using oregano oil cut with olive oil under my tongue a few times a day. That seems to help me stay healthy. I don't do it for long term, like a week, and I'm not a doctor, so don't take anything that I say as medical advice, but that tends to be helpful for me. So I need to take care of the chickens, I need to get ready for the day, and then get started working. I'm doing my quick soak method for my baked beans right now. I'm really bad about soaking beans the night before, so I always do the quick soak method pretty much every time I make beans, and that is just boil for 2 minutes and then sit covered for an hour. Thankfully, I have the time to do that because I'm home. And then I also just checked in with the Patreon community, and I do this every single day. I check in and see if anybody needs help with anything, see how their week is going. It's always a great conversation in there. If you're interested in joining that community, I do have a link in the description box, and I would love for you to come and check it out. It is about 10:30 right now. I don't know how the morning has gotten away from me. I took care of the chickens. I think the last time I checked in was 8:30. I got dressed. I did the beans, which I think I showed you. I do like a quick soak method. If I'm really on top of things, I will make beans for the week, black beans to throw in salads or to make like a black bean salad, just a different type of salad, or to just have on hand. Same with like rice, I will soak rice overnight, all of that stuff with some apple cider vinegar. But when I'm just going to make beans in the crock pot, whether I'm going to make chili or baked beans, so those are the two that I mainly do, I never think about it the night before. So I probably ought to do more meal prep the night before for the next day, but I never do. I just do it in the morning. So I do the quick soak method, which works just fine. I just got the beans in. I have some leftover ham that I put in with the baked beans, and then like molasses and salt and brown mustard. So really easy meal for dinner. So I haven't even started on the entryway yet. I've mainly just been tidying things up. I found a full load of laundry in the kids' rooms, so I have laundry going. Typically, in a normal week, I will do laundry probably 3 times a week, and I do a couple of loads each day that I am doing the laundry, like a load of whites and a load of darks, because I do separate them because we use mainly cloth for rags and such in the house. So I don't we use cloth wipes for tissues, we use rags for paper towels and like cloth napkins, obviously kitchen towels and wiping down counters and stuff. And so I run those on a sanitized cycle, and I probably should knit some more rags so that I don't have to wash them so frequently, but also because they're wet, I tend to do them every couple of days anyways, so that they just don't smell. But yeah, I found a whole load of laundry upstairs that I didn't do on Monday when I did all the other laundry. So I'm washing that right now, and I'm going to start working on the entryway, and then I'm also going to do my floors, which is one of the two of the dailies that I've been working on a habit for. So I'm going to check the floors and then not wash them, just vacuum them, picking up paper trash and things. My kids leave books on the floor, art notebooks, random paper, all of the time. I need to work on getting them to put that stuff away, but they come back to it throughout the day, and we haven't figured out a good system yet. Partly because I don't care enough to find a good system, and I don't mind taking the 5-10 minutes in the morning to do it myself. You know, choices, I guess. So that is what I'm up to right now. I had forgotten to post my video I try and post at 9 a.m. And it was like 9:30, and I realized that I had uploaded the video, but I didn't do all the description stuff with links and do a thumbnail picture and all of that stuff. So I had to do that as well. That was another part of my morning that I hadn't really thought about. So now it's 10:30 and I'm actually starving. So I think I'm going to make myself a salad and then get to work on my entryway. Here's another check-in. It's 11:30. I've been sitting at my desk for the past hour working on my budget stuff, some content stuff, getting my content calendar prepped for April and May. I talked to my mom on FaceTime. I haven't really done anything this morning. I mean, I've done like admin stuff. I've done, making the kids breakfast. I have dinner going, the baked beans. I got, the kitchen cleaned up from breakfast, but now I need to make lunch. I need to make myself lunch because I'm still hungry. The day's getting away from me, and Monday and Tuesday were super productive for me. Today has not yet been that productive. So that is, again, I guess that's just how it is today. So this is what I am working on in the entryway right now. It's not all that messy, but again, I have this big armoire, this TV stand that I want to get rid of. This is actually where we keep like winter stuff and umbrellas and towels. These are dog towels because she got wet, and so I need to wash those. When the kids bring her in, they wipe her down. Shoes, all of that stuff can go into this giant closet that we have that is not really organized. So all of our boots, all of that stuff, I just don't know what to do with. I have this that needs to kind of be organized. We never bring Target bags, so I have 100 that I've paid like 5 or 15 cents for, whatever the cost is. I probably could get rid of some of these shoes. There's a lot of shoes in there. Probably could get some of the winter coats put away. So I just want to get this entryway cleaned up. I don't know how to encourage my family to use the closet instead of hanging things up on these hooks, and keeping the shoes on the floor. But I really need to get the furniture out of here so that I can really clean the walls and everything and figure out what we want to do with this space. I think I would like to have like a bench that has maybe some storage underneath it for shoes or for something else. I also don't know what to do with all of our boots, like our muck boots for cleaning out the chicken coop, doing the garden stuff, outside chores, winter boots, that kind of stuff. We don't have an attached garage, so we can't really keep our shoes in there, but the closet doesn't have enough space for all of the shoes on the floor. I don't know, where do you keep all of your shoes? Do you keep them in your room? Do you keep them in a garage? Do you have like a shoe cubby? We don't have an excess number of shoes, I don't think, but we each have a pair of winter boots. We each have a pair of muck boots. We each have like running shoes, and then like a couple of pairs of dress shoes, and then flip-flops. So I don't think that's too many shoes, but I don't have a good storage solution for them either. Okay, so it is about 1:45 right now, and I have made some progress on the entryway, not as much as I would like. I did get the winter coats out of the closet. I do have to find my bin of winter stuff, and I'm not going to move like the hats and scarves and mittens and stuff down into the basement yet, just because it's only going to be 50 next week, so, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are colder days as well. But I have moved some of the stuff around. I've gotten rid of some just trash. I still want to go through the shoes that are in there, pack up shoes that no longer fit my kids, which happens quite frequently. I just made myself a little iced latte to give my brain a little boost because I am very tired at the moment. I've been listening to our school board's finance committee meeting while I've been working. I always listen to the school board meetings, even though we are a homeschool family, because I think that it's important to still be involved in our community. And we have used public school resources before, specifically sports and music programs, and also because I am a taxpayer. So I would like to know what's going on with the finances. And this year it's quite a big jump, and it's really interesting to see that entire process and to see what they're willing to cut and what they're not willing to cut. Anyways, I find all of that money stuff really fascinating. So I've been listening to that while I clean. My dog right now is in the middle of the entryway, so I can't clean the floors, which I had planned to do. That's okay. She will probably move at some point soon. The kids have just kind of been hanging out. It's super windy outside. I was hoping to get outside to just sit out there and do some work. I might still try, although I don't know how successful I will be, because I wanted to do my magazines outside, go through those and tear out pages and stuff. I might still be able to do it if I finagle something. We shall see. But that's where we are at. I'm taking a little bit of a break. I'm just gonna drink my coffee and then get back to work. Okay guys, it is about 3 o'clock right now. I want to go through what I have been working on, which, I don't know. I did clean out the entryway and the entryway closet as much as I'm going to today. I do still need to go through a little bit of the shoes. I think all the shoes that we have in there are shoes that fit everybody for the time being, but I want to pull all of the things out and wash the walls and clean the floors, deep clean the floors and baseboards and such, which I did not do when I did my floors on Monday. I need to really paint in that entryway closet, and I would also like to replace the shelving in there. It is wire shelving right now. I'd really rather have solid shelving just because it's very difficult to store things in there on those wire shelves. So that's not going to be happening anytime soon. It is something that I have on my list for projects for 2023. I don't know if that will actually happen though. We'll see. It could. I haven't done anything with the magazines yet. I have not done anything with my morning basket because I did not bring my planners downstairs yet. I need to do that. I did do the quick tidy. I did do my goals check-in. I did the floors and I did the surfaces. I haven't done my office desk, and that's mainly, I mean, it's clean and cleared off, except I have all of my magazines on my desk, which I'm planning on going through right now. I'm not going to have time to do the books in the kids' rooms. Maybe I would have if this morning I had actually worked on this stuff, but this morning during this project time, I was making the beans, I was cleaning up the kitchen, I was remembering that I hadn't posted my video, and so that took about 15 minutes of my time. I answered a bunch of emails that I randomly got. I talked to my mom on FaceTime. I was talking to a couple of companies that I'm working with, and so I was working on projects. It was none of this stuff though. So what I'm going to do right now is start going through these magazines. I did actually start going through them last week during our live stream in the Patreon community, and I only pulled out one sheet, but I started also making some notes on sticky notes, and so of things that I want to look into or things that I want to do with the kids and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is pull out things from these magazines, and I'm just going to quickly scan through these, and if there are things that I want to pull out, I will cut them out. If there are things that I just want to make note of, I'm just going to make a note on this legal pad, and then hopefully I will be able to get whatever I pull out into my home management binder, which it's not very organized right now. I just have a few printables, like my printables, well, a couple of them anyways, some projects that I want to work on, Clean Mama stuff, home organization challenge, just some random stuff that I have printed out and I've been looking at lately. I do have other magazines that I want to go through as well. This is from the Learning Well magazine. I think that's a quarterly homeschool magazine. And I took a bunch of notes from those magazines as well. There wasn't anything I really needed to pull out from there. So that is what I'm going to do now. I wanted to do this outside, but right now the the wind speed is 15 miles an hour with gusts higher. So not great for working on paper things. Jack and Lucy have gone outside to play for a little bit, and I would like to go outside and sit, but because it's so windy, I need to finish all of my work stuff first, and then I'm going to go out and read on my Kindle, hopefully. So that's what I'm going to work on now. So it is about 4 o'clock right now, and I went through the majority of my magazines. I have not done my Taproot magazines yet. Taproot is like a homesteading, crafting, natural living, ad-free magazine that I have subscribed to many times in the past. It's a wonderful magazine. I will leave a link for it in the description box. I have not gone through those magazines yet because I know that there are going to be a lot of recipes and knitting patterns that I want to pull out, and I want to make sure that I cut them well. So I might need to get like a razor blade or a straight edge or something to cut them a little bit better, because the binding is quite heavy. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but it's hard to just easily tear them out from the binding. So I haven't done those, but I did pull out quite a bit from my Wild and Free magazines and a few of the Real Simples that I had held on to because there were recipes in it that I wanted to keep. I think that I also would like to go through all of the Wild and Free bundles that I have downloaded that I haven't really gone through. I actually canceled my Wild and Free subscription. I didn't let it renew whenever it was supposed to renew because I haven't used any of those bundles, even though I know there are articles and really interesting tidbits of information in there. I just haven't utilized it well, so I did cancel that, but I have downloaded all of these bundles, and I think I would like to go through and see if there's anything that I want to print out, and if there is, print it out, and if there isn't, just get rid of the files. I don't need more digital clutter. That is one thing that I need to work on in my rhythms and routines. It's not a focus for the first half of the year. It's going to be something for later in the year where I go through and really start focusing on the number of pictures that I have, getting actual pictures printed, going through all of my digital files, deleting old videos that I don't need, especially with all of the YouTube content that I've done. I don't need to save all of the raw footage. Some of it I will, because it is family vlog type stuff. Those I will save most of those videos, but if it's just like a homeschool update, I don't need to keep all of that. If for some reason YouTube deleted my channel, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I lost a homeschool update or a plan with me or something like that. So I'm not as concerned about those as the actual content with my kids in it. So right now, like I said, it's about 4 o'clock. I don't need to do anything for dinner because I made the baked beans. I'm actually watching the replay of the Plan with Lakin live Q&A. I really enjoy watching her Q&As. She's focused on goals, and it's really fun to watch her. I think that's where I'm going to leave off today. It was a good day, not as productive as the first 2 days of this week, but I still got quite a bit done. I have a bunch of junk that I need to get rid of, but actually I realized one of the things that I wanted to do before this week was to go get spring cleaning supplies, and that was mainly like contractor bags and bins and boxes, so that I can pack up things that we want to sell for the yard sale, pack up seasonal things more easily, as well as just getting rid of trash. And I don't want to go through all of our kitchen trash bags, so I wanted to get some contractor bags also, because some of the stuff that we're getting rid of is bigger and will rip those white trash bags. So it's been a good day. I wish it wasn't so windy outside. I am going to maybe grab a book and go sit outside while my kids are playing outside. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm really excited because I think that my Erin Condren box is going to be coming in the mail, hopefully. So I will get to see all of that stuff. I'm really excited to see. I know what planner I chose, but I'm interested to see it in person and to see what accessories are with it. So that's where I'm going to leave off. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.